Hello, all heroes, and welcome back to Invincible Guard of the Globe. And today, the week ain't over yet. We've still got our normal weekend event. We had a mind-blowing update earlier this week with some noteworthy promises for the future. But hey, you know what? It is now Friday, as of time of recording. And we have got our weekend event for the weekend in the form of a mystery shop. Now, mystery shops are interesting because you can either get amazing luck in the mystery shops or terrible luck. However, they've made them a little more user-friendly as of late. I think they did this in the last one as well, but they've made it so you can actually get freebies even if you don't have currency, so we'll take a look at that in just a second. Mystery shop regular rules do not apply here. For a short time, GTA agents have access to a recruitment section showcasing last line of defense heroes. Get to show more on that bad boy. Agents can only refresh this shop manually. Once all heroes are recruited, it will not refresh automatically. Otherwise, every 8 hours, an automatic refresh will occur. That wording's not great. So here's what happens. You take a peek at the shop. First of all, it's got an 8-hour time limit for the usual automatic refreshes. This is very standard practice. You play the game for more than 5 minutes, you'll get very familiar with those refresh timers. Every 8 hours, the normal refresh will occur. When it will not refresh is when you summon. So when you summon, you will get your 4, but then it's just going to stay grayed out. You have to either manually refresh it or wait that 8-hour period. However, in the next line here, you'll see the purchase is free. So basically, every 8 hours, you effectively get 8 free, or 8, I wish. 8 hours, you get 4 free heroes. Not half bad, actually. I mean, hey, free 99 is always a good price, so anything works. And in this particular iteration, there's always kind of like a theme. A selected pool of heroes is available, including last line of defense heroes with a higher chance to appear. So, last line defense heroes, we'll take a look at that in the moment. Basically, all the heroes with that tag have kind of a special section in this shop. Now, if we go to the missions, we have refresh special recruitment, reach levels, recruiting heroes, and recruiting heroes in just regular recruitment. So, there's a couple things to unpack here. First of all, no daily freebies. That's unfortunate. However, it is made up by the fact that you do effectively just get 4 free heroes every 8 hours. I mean, I love freebies, but at the end of the day, I'm not going to look a gift horse in the mouth. Free heroes are still free heroes. Now, this one is interesting, this bottom one here. Recruiting heroes in recruitment. That is just the normal recruitment that you use dossiers for. What that means is if you wanted to push this, but you're out of gems and you don't want to spend money, you could burn some dossiers in the main recruitment to give yourself some levels. I mean, it would do it. If you're like 50 short of a refresh, and keep in mind refreshes are 100 of this currency. So I should make that known. Refreshes cost 100 of this currency. If you are really trying to squeak out just a little bit more, or if you happen to do some summons in recruitment anyway, not a bad way to get yourself some free-to-play currency. It's not going to break the bank, and it might hurt your dossier stash a little bit, but hey, you know what? If you see a Battle Beast or a Universa or a character you want for GTA Ops in the recruitment anyway, you might as well get the little extra benefit of this particular challenge. So that's what we have there. Now let's take a look at the shop itself. Here she is. You'll see here purchasing all these characters will be free. I'm not going to do it right now because we'll probably do that on stream actually. And you do get 1 free refresh. Once again, I'm not going to hit that right now. We're going to do that on stream. But basically what that free refresh means is every single day you do get 1 freebie, which is effectively another 4 free heroes. You see where I'm going here. The mystery shop looks a little weird on paper, but at the end of the day, it's actually surprisingly free-to-play friendly. And then after the freebie, it's always going to cost 100 currency. That's the only time you will use currency in this event, so you don't have to worry about saving it. You can just burn it all and just get your freebies. There is no reason to not pick up every single one of these heroes once they do show up. In fact, Brainwave, I should go ahead and pick these up, because if I don't, I lose them in 2 hours. So we are actually going to hit that. And then we actually just get a shop level right there. Not bad. Not bad at all. And now you see, it's blacked out. I would have to actually refresh it to get a fresh batch. So make sure you are using your freebie, and then make sure you are always collecting the heroes when they pop up. I mean, seriously, it is freebies. Worst case scenario, you get some free food. Best case scenario, you get some big boys. So, like I said, the main draw of this event is the last line of defense tag, including Blue Suit Mark, a biggie, a very biggie. OG Mark, one of the best characters in the game. Omni-Man, a very good powerhouse. Adam Eve, one of the best supports in the game. And Agent Spider, an extremely potent attacker and a more rare character at that. This lineup is pretty good. This lineup is actually pretty dang good. Not least of all, including the fact that Blue Suit Mark is present. And post-Seance Dog, Blue Suit Mark might have a support that can keep him alive. Or we also did have those green ghost buffs that might help him out as well. Because my problem with Mark is that he doesn't really have a way to save himself, Blue Suit Mark, I mean. But there's some ways to work around that. You can kind of figure that out, and Seance Dog might help him out a little bit there. But basically, very rare character, very new character. He is chilling in the last line of defense. However, there's actually a couple little sneaky additions to sweeten the pot a little bit. If we go to the regular Elite heroes, it's mostly just Earth's Defenders and GDA heroes, but included in that, Cecil and Shapesmith actually make an appearance. Cecil just got a buff, and it's helped him a little bit. I'm not going to say it's revolutionizing his performance. It's not putting him on par with Adam Eve or anything, but it gives him a little more use, makes him hit a little harder with his ultimate. But Shapesmith, oh ho ho, now that's a support. That right there, he may be an idiot in the show, but he is a monster in the game. Because he can heal your team, he can confuse the enemy, make them attack each other. I mean, man's got some stuff. He is very good at what he does. So, yeah, not bad stuff there. Nothing crazy in the Earth's Defenders department. But, I mean, if you sneak out any Elite of this event, I mean, like I said, no matter what comes up, from the best Shapesmith to the stupidest War Woman, it's free. So you're gonna collect it. Worst case scenario, you get some food. And you know what? If that's worst case scenario, I call that pretty okay. Not gonna lie. So yeah, basically, as far as the event characters, Invincible, Blue Suit Mark, technically Agent Spider, although he's been out long enough and he's in the arena shop that I wouldn't exactly classify him as rare at the moment. And then Cecil and Shapesmith. Shapesmith and Blue Suit Mark are the two headliners here. Those two are great. Right now, the last line of defense characters have a slightly higher chance. If we're talking like individual percentages, like Blue Suit Mark here is running at a 0.7, and Shapesmith is running at a 0.4. So even though you kind of see like, oh, 3.5 and 4.4, technically, you have a slightly higher chance of getting a last line of defense character. Although, like I said, there's some, I've said this before about the mystery shop, there's some kind of wacky percentages going on here that do not always make the most sense to me, if I'm being honest. However, post the innovation of, all 4 heroes being free, I'm not too worried about it. You know what? Freebies are freebies, and I am not going to look a gift hero in the mouth. And of course, take it all the way to level 10, then the last line of defense will go up to 7.5, and the elites will go up to effectively 7.6. Basically a total of 15%. Which, if you do invest in this event, that is not bad percentages. That's not bad. Speaking of investing in the event, if you want, you can go to the event deals, and you will see that we have the bundles. The 350 one is pretty decent, and then the 600 for 2k gems is actually pretty okay if we're going by their metrics. Should you summon, or should you spend gems? Let's ask that question. Should you spend gems? This event is pretty good. Blue Suit Mark has a lot of potential. Shapesmith is very good. And the event just straight up has quite a few good heroes. However, I'm going to recommend do not spend gems. And I have a few reasons for that. One, while there are some great heroes in here, unless you already have Blue Suit Mark most of the way there, you're gonna have to get pretty lucky to get a noteworthy number of Blue Suit Mark. And same goes for Shapesmith, even more so, honestly. And while Blue Suit Mark and Shapesmith are very good, I would not say they are worth really going all out specifically for them. Shapesmith very well might be better than Adam Eve, but if he is, it is not by a noteworthy enough margin to make me care. And Adam Eve is available in just regular recruitments, so you don't have to worry about that. And then Blue Suit Mark is, unfortunately, hard countered by his OG self. OG Mark is pretty indisputably better. I mean, Blue Suit Mark, OG Mark is just better. Blue Suit Mark might be S tier. I've been putting him in A tier. I could see an argument for him being S tier, depending on the situation. But OG Mark, I mean, I've got him listed as like the second best character in the game, like, period. So, I mean, yeah, anything that this banner does give, while good, probably not worth the gems. Especially since the gems are only giving you refreshes. It's like, hey, you know what? You can't miss what you never had. It'd be one thing if you did need currency to get the heroes in here, because then it'd be like, oh, you might get a double of a Blue Suit Mark, but you don't have currency. Okay, well then you're going to spend currency to get, or spend gems to get the currency to get that double. I mean, obviously, why wouldn't you? But considering that you can pick up everything for free, and it's only the refreshes you're paying for, ironically, it kind of limits the purchase temptation, because at the end of the day, what you don't know won't hurt you. I mean, yeah, the next refresh could be a double Blue Suit Mark, or he might never show up. And if you never look, you don't know. And I mean, honestly, I'd say that's a pretty good incentive to save gems, because you literally don't know. It is what you don't know won't hurt you. So yeah, honestly, I think this is a very free-to-play friendly event. And I think that this is not an event that one should be spending gems on, especially since it's not even that hard to get currency. I mean, boom, just got 100 right there. So you'll be able to do okay, at least. And, I mean, at the end of the day, free heroes are free heroes, man. And, let's not forget that we have confirmation through the GDA case files that Iguana is going to be coming to the game sooner rather than later. She is literally in the game, ready to rock right now. We're probably not going to get her for a little bit, because they're going to want to give King Lizard a little time to cycle through. His Nightmare is out, his Hero Pass is out, so they're not going to release her immediately. But she is here. She is in the game. That means she is guaranteed to be the next character. It will almost definitely be a criminal event, not unlike the King Lizard one, only this time around it will have dramatically more value, because it will have both King Lizard and Iguana and Powerplex, as opposed to the last one, which was just King Lizard and Powerplex. I mean, literally, it's a good time for criminals, especially post-Mauler buffs, too. So, save your gems. Save your gems, because criminals might actually be getting a much-needed glow up. Had a little stroke there, don't mind me. They might be getting a much-needed glow up, which they've been needing for a while. And while this event is very, very good, a lot of what makes it good is regularly accessible for nothing. So enjoy the event, pick up your free heroes, make sure you're logging in every 8 hours or so you can get your freebies, make sure you're doing your daily refreshes. And you know what? If you need a little extra currency, maybe burn a few dossiers. Maybe you see a Battle Beast or a Universal or a character you want in the main. Go for it, because then you get a little extra currency for the event. That's just my 2 cents there. But we are going to leave it at that. Let me know what you think of this event down in the comments below, and we shall see you next time. Have a good one.